What? Oh, no. Oh.
My fellow Americans, I've just received confirmation that the enemy has launched a nuclear strike on us.
No, not now. Not now. Oh, what's... Oh, no. No.
Bob, are you there?
Yeah, Dad, what the hell is happening?
Our city was hit by a nuclear strike. You are likely the last survivor in Pittsburgh.
Dad, how are you alive? You died 8 years ago.
The government, they sent me to a place no one could ever find me. They put me in orbit so no other nation could ever get their hands on me.
Sorry, Dad, I'm kind of in the middle of something here. My name is Fred, by the way. What's happening up there?
Your mother and I named you Bob after your grandfather.
Who I never met anyway. Dad, you're a computer, aren't you?
An AI, set up to run the terrorist attack bunker simulation.
There's no rescue team coming, is there?
No, son. In reality, you're likely one of the last people on Earth.
Hello? Testing, 1, 2.
Hello? Hi. Hi, can you hear me? Hi, I'm Fred. My name is Fred.
Hey, Fred. I can't believe I'm actually talking to another human being. Are you in Philadelphia near me? I'm in a bunker down below.
No, I'm in a bunker near Pittsburgh. I didn't think anyone else made it through this.
No one else? How bad was it? Are there rescue teams?
I have a connection to a satellite with a artificial intelligence on board. There's nothing out there. Oh, yeah. Hey, bud. How's it going?
I'm not sure. I've heard some very loud sounds outside again. It's below my tiny windows, so I can't see anything. But it's almost like scratching.
Could it be an animal?
Maybe? I don't know. It's probably my imagination, but I thought I heard a moaning sound.
Whoa, dude, that's creepy.
Yeah, you're telling me. Anyway, I'm sure it's nothing. What were we talking about last night? Oh, right. So, why did your dad always call you Bob? Hey, Fred. It's getting too bad here. I was attacked last night. I managed to kill it, but there's more. I can't stay here. I'm gonna have to leave, abandon my bunker, and try to find a safer place. I'm thinking I'll head west. Maybe head towards Harrisburg? Maybe it wasn't hit by a nuke. If you get this message, well, I'm hoping I'll see you there.
Hey, Cal, are you there?
Hi, Fred.
What's the progress on the radiation sensors?
They just landed on the planet. I'm analyzing the results now, actually.
That's great. Dom's last message said he's leaving his bunker and headed west. If it's safe, I think I'm going to try to meet him.
Fred, the results are strange. There isn't really any radiation.
I don't understand. What do you mean, no radiation? The nukes fell everywhere.
It was my error, apparently. I just assumed on all the modeling your father did, if war broke out, it would be nuclear. That doesn't seem to be the case.
So, it's safe to go outside?
I'm going to run further analysis, but I think so. Yes?
"100 days on a road trip across the wasteland with zombies and parasites." Yeah, that's a mouthful, right? By now, many of you know that all my 100 days videos are connected. My hope is that each will stand on its own as a single story within the greater overarching storyline between zombies, wizards, magic, bunkers, and my single-player world of Tovlin, and now, the Wasteland. We're going to be following our friend Fred as he travels the 250 miles between Pittsburgh and Harrisburg during the apocalypse. I'll be lightly role-playing this again, as I find it's a great way to tell a story. Look, I'm so excited for this one, I think you're going to love it. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing for more story-driven 100 Days videos, as well as more traditional Let's Play content from my epic single-player world of Tovlin. Okay then, enough of all that. Let's go see what Fred is doing. I walked for days. It was slow going. I'm guessing the most dangerous areas might be closer to communities, so I made it a point to steer very close to them and stayed. Then one night, I saw my first monster. I moved a little closer to investigate, and in no time the horde was on me. They were everywhere. I had to run. I managed to escape with my life, but I lost my pack with everything I had in it. Even my AI glasses were broken, my only form of communication. I had nothing. Nothing but the tattered clothes on my back. I would be out here in the wasteland, alone and starting from scratch. I ended up losing the horde by swimming across the river and emerged on the other side in, well, more wasteland. I walked and walked. I had nothing. No food, just a bit of water. No way of getting tools. All the wood here seemed to be just about dead. And then finally I came across the trees. They weren't great trees. They looked on their last leg, but it was usable wood and I could make some tools, and I guess that's a good start. This isn't exactly lush, but you know what? I somehow escaped the apocalypse, at least for the time being. So I made my tools and, well, I decided this is day one of my new life. I spent the first day harvesting as much wood and stone and food as I can. There are some animals running around and, well, I'm going to need to eat. Seems fairly safe here, but, who knows at night. If I'm honest, I still think about Dom's panic call to me. He was so scared. It must have been a horde of these zombies. I hope it wasn't something worse. I found a bit of exposed coal and was able to make some torches and even a furnace. I used my new torches to light up a small hidey hole underground. Yeah, great, I'm underground again. 200 days in a bunker, and here I am in a hole. That's it. Look, I'm pledging right now I'm not hiding in holes anymore after tonight. I threw up a small wall to protect my hidey hole, and sure enough, they came for me. I thought after losing them at the river, I might have more time, but here they are, first night. Seems like the zombie horde has found my little base. Well, I took my bed and I went into my hole. So, zombies. I might need to reconsider my strategy. I was going to try to hike basically straight from Pittsburgh to Harrisburg. Best I can tell, that's about a 60-hour walk straight through. I expected my biggest danger to come from maybe a bear, not walking undead. And that's before I lost all my supplies from the bunker. I think I'll hole up here for a couple weeks. Maybe 25 days. And I'll try to get enough supplies to make it about a quarter of the way to Harrisburg after that. Then I'll take all I can carry and move halfway after that and do it again. I'll make 4 little mini bases, or way stations, I guess. That should be enough time to build up some decent defenses and harvest some food for the next leg of the trip, as well as the added perk of having places to rest with Dom on my way back. Alright, so first phase is I need to get some ores and supplies. I headed underground for the rest of the day. I found some diamonds. That should help a lot to stay alive. Another day of gathering materials. I need to start building soon, but before I do, I want to have a huge supply of ores, stone, and probably the hardest to get, wood. I'm thinking the first thing I'm going to have to do in this area is some sort of tower base. Something that should protect me and the crops. And Dom, if we manage to make it back this way. I made the beginning of a floating platform today. I think I have plans for a base that should be kind of cool and fairly safe from zombies. It'll have to be stable, so lots of supports, probably mostly wood for now. I have plenty of room for crops as well, which should really get planted soon, so they have time to grow before it's time for me to move on. It was day 5 that things really took a turn. I was foolishly out past sundown and attacked and almost killed by... I don't know. It's a horrible thing. It's so scary. It was a mutant or something, maybe a parasite. It came fast, though. My walls kept him out, but yeah, that was really creepy. This thing is fast. I'll be honest, I'm pretty shaken up about those monsters. Zombies, I don't know. I feel like I can wrap my head around them. Maybe too much time watching The Walking Dead. But these things, man, what are these things? I went into the mines all day just to try to forget about what is on the surface. I was attacked today in broad daylight by a terrible monster. I thought I was safe during the day. This thing was so fast. I hit it one time and it exploded. I don't know what. Was it poison? Is this how it breeds? Is this how it spreads? These things are disgusting. This is getting intense. I was out harvesting trees in midday and ambushed by another parasite. This is so bad. My dreams of having some sort of wooden tower base are long dead. Bring on the giant stone walls. I actually ran out of stone pretty quickly. I didn't have as much as I thought, so I got the stone walls at least high enough. I think I'll be mostly safe, and I head down to the mines. I finished the walls of my little house or castle. I don't know. Above ground bunker, I guess. Just in time for the horde to find me. It's crazy. I feel like the entire day goes by in 10 minutes. After that, I was digging down. I'd like to have a ladder so I can have a straight shot to the mining level, and I fell into this big cave. I was running around trying to light up some torches, and I saw a door. That's weird. It's not something you expect to see in a cave. Could this be someone's bunker? Turns out it was an archaeologist. I asked him what he was doing, and he just seemed so oblivious to everything going on. Maybe in shock or something, I don't know. But he just kept muttering, "So many bones now, so many bones, too big to be human. What could they be?" He was a weird dude. Anyway, yeah, I'm out of there. I've been tinkering with my broken AI glasses, and I'm hopeful tomorrow maybe I'll be able to contact Cal. Hey, Cal, do you read me?
Fred, I've been trying to reach you. Where have you been?
I was attacked and broke my glasses. I just now got them fixed and charged enough to call.
I have some news. My sensors have discovered a sort of mutagen in the air. It seems the bombs had a different payload. There may be effects on people.
Yeah, like zombies?
Well, that could be the outcome.
No, Cal, that's what I'm telling you. That's what attacked me. Freaking zombies.
Well, that is surprising.
Yeah, Cal. No
It's very dispersed now. I don't think you're at risk. Still, I would avoid any former populated areas for a good while and allow the mutagen to dissipate.
Well, that's not great, seeing as I'm headed to Harrisburg. But yeah, I've been avoiding populated areas ever since I saw the first.
I'll run the numbers and see how long until it should be safe.
Okay, I'll charge up my glasses and I'll talk to you soon. I made my first 4 machines today. I can still hardly believe it. All the stuff I had in my pack, gone. This would have been so easy if I had even a small fraction of what I brought with me from the bunker. But here we are. I made a coal generator, a crusher, an atomic reconstructor, and a powered double furnace. I don't have nearly the energy it's going to take to use those regularly, but for right now, I can toss in some coal and let it work, albeit slowly. The big advantage is when it's time to move on in 15 days, I can bring any tech I make with me. The next phase will be to plant a lot of food. Should grow the whole time I'm traveling. I would expect Dom and I to be quite hungry by the time we make it back to this way station. The base is secure. It's not pretty, but it's secure. Next step, power. There are 2 things I need to consider. What I can actually do, and what I can pick up and move with me in just a couple weeks. I think canola oil is going to be my best bet. The only problem is I only have 3 canola seeds, so I'll have to break a lot more grass and see if I can get more. This damn rain needs to stop. So to do this, I need a couple farms, probably a lot more later, but let's start with 2 ideally. I spent the entire day adding them to the top floor of my base. I went on exploring today. I just wanted to check the surrounding area and make sure that there is no danger lurking just around the corner. But then I found the mother lode. I found an abandoned village. I don't know what happened to the people, but, I have an idea. Anyway, I grabbed all the seeds I could handle and returned home. I had a breach. I was very lucky. I just happened to be going outside to get some water and turned around. Yeah, I turned around to see this. Yeah, that was pretty close. I mean, I know I didn't take any damage, but if I wasn't paying attention or if I was looking in the other direction, yeah, I'd be dead. I took care of these zombies easy enough, but I'm not going to take this for granted. Wow. I spent a lot of today dealing with food. I harvested some turkey and checked on my farms. Good news, I actually got a surplus on a few items so I can start eating carrots and potatoes. It's actually pretty huge. No more hunting unless I really want to. I'm going to need some obsidian for the next phase of machines, so before I headed to the mines, I grabbed a bucket of water and got back inside my fence just fast enough before, this guy. That's 2 days in a row that I almost died to a mob that came up behind my back. This is a crazy world. It's a crazy world. It was a crafting day. I made laser item relays and put them on chests. The idea is here I can auto-sort items and always have access to them. The advanced kind even have filters, which is super cool. Eventually, way down the road, I want to be able to have a better storage solution, but for right now, this is okay. Attaching these laser item relays is a little bit more complicated than I thought. I had to make something called a laser wrench to click them, and sure enough, as soon as I did, they connected, and my storage is automated. Super sweet. I found a little creature called a worm today. It came from hoeing grass. It's really cool. It can hydrate land without water, kind of bone meal crops too. It's going to help with the production of my canola as well. I started working on the automatic farming today. I made a canola press to press canola beans into oil, and then a fermenting barrel to ferment it into better oil or something. Then an oil generator to power my base. Then I started work on 4 farmers to do the fields. It'll probably be 1 field for food for me, 1 field for hemp and string and stuff like that, and then 2 fields for canola. But that's when I realized the sheer amount of iron I'm going to need for 4 farmers. That's 16 blocks. That's a lot. That's like a ton more than I have. So, well, back to the mines. I worked all day long on setting up these farms, and yeah, nothing. It's so complicated. But I might be onto something. I took a quick sleep and got back to it the next day. Another day of troubleshooting. I got half of it done and actually worked out, which actually is the important half. I got the canola beans going to the press. I can't quite get the wheat, carrots, and potatoes and such going to my storage chests. It's fine. I can manually sort them for now. We'll work this out later, but for now, we have automated power, and that's solid progress. Hey, Cal, you there?
Hi, Fred.
It takes these glasses ages to charge, but I wanted to contact you before I leave this place.
I'm able to track your progress even when the glasses are charging.
So, what are you up to?
I use my 3D printer to print 2 additional printers. I have enough materials on board to make a few imaging satellites. I'd like to be able to scan your route and look for heat sources to help you avoid them.
Well, that seems very helpful.
I hope so. Have you noticed anything else peculiar? Anything other than zombies?
Yes, there are some sort of mutants or parasites or something here too. I wish it was only zombies.
I thought so. They have a different heat signature. They run much, much hotter. It does seem like they are gathered.
Oh, good. A big group of them. Well, that seems fun.
Probably not so fun. Some of these are enormous. Which would you prefer to avoid more? Parasites or zombies?
I've got to tell you, Cal, that is a question I did not see coming in my lifetime.
I bet.
Let's avoid the parasites. The zombies are slower, and I can probably deal with them.
Okay, I'll download a map for a route east.
Thanks, Cal. I'm leaving this place in just 4 days to try to get to the halfway point and gather more supplies. I don't feel as though I'm really ready at all, to be honest, so I want to dive into some fortifications for the next few days so things are as safe as possible when, hopefully, we return. I need to think this through, though. If it's going to take me more than 100 days to get to Harrisburg and double that back, on top of that, who knows how long I'll be waiting for Dom, if he even shows up. I might be in bad shape by the time we make our way back here. I'll need things to be safe and have plenty to eat as well. With an enchanting table, the only thing I really wanted was fortune. Everything else can wait, and luckily, amazingly, on my second enchant, I actually got fortune. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's going to be great for the next diamonds I find, but really, right now, I probably need iron as much as anything else. I began work on the walls today. I don't really know why I didn't do this before. It's going to be great to have a safe space sort of outside my door. Man, the days passed so quickly, I only actually got a few meters up before nighttime. I guess I'll come back to this tomorrow. Working more on the walls, I decided to add a few towers. Again, I'm just thinking about my return trip mostly. When I get back, I might want to look around and see if anything's coming. It will have been, well, nearly a quarter or a third of a year. Another flying mutant came at me in the night. It seems like walls may not be the only effective defense that I'm going to need. I'll need to have some sort of small roofing system too. Next base, I'm going to have to rethink that. Getting ready to leave tomorrow, I made something that's going to help the next base a lot. A drill. This thing is awesome. Instead of durability, it uses RF to charge, and it can simply be recharged when it's out. I think I'm just about ready to head out. My body feels rested, I have some food saved up, and yeah, I'm ready to make another leg of the journey. I gathered up my things today, made 2 more diamond backpacks. It's pretty resource intensive for me right now, but it's going to help with my journey. And after all, I have a fortune pickaxe. It's mixed effort here, though. I want to take everything I'm going to need to set up another way station, but at the same time, leave enough for the return trip. I'll take all my tech. With these new backpacks, I can fit plenty and plant the fields when I get there. I'll take all the extra stuff with me as well. I think I should be ready. I walked for days. It is incredibly slow going. I managed to make it about 50 miles before I nearly ran out of supplies and energy. That brings me to roughly 100 miles, with about 150 miles to go. I avoided most of the zombies and mutants by going far, far around them, hiding in trees and digging small hidey holes, but I still got a few bumps and bruises along the way. I found a nice area in the swamp and decided to set up here and heal, regather my supplies for the next leg of the journey. But on the way, yeah, something kind of weird happened. I met someone. Yeah, hello?
Hey, I'm Mudflaps.
I'm Fred. Did you say Mudflaps?
Oh, out here, everyone goes by nicknames or handles.
Yeah, it's crazy up here. There's mutants, parasites, zombies, everything. Look, hey, just be careful.
Okay, well, hey, be safe out there.
Oh yeah, you too. Okay, well, all right, bye. Huh. Well, that was kind of a weird meeting, but regardless, what I need to do first here on my new base is I need to get my farms rolling. I'm going to need canola for power, and I really don't want to wait any longer to do that. On retrospect, it doesn't really seem like raising up my farms really helped me out at all, so I'm going to put these on the ground just with a little bit of a log border around them. It should be good enough to get the farmers going. I have a decent amount of ores with me, but I don't really have any stone, so I'm going to have to think about a mine very soon as well, but first, time to go to bed. Hey, it's storage day again. Having just done this once, I have a much better idea on how I want to lay things out and actually how the whole system works. And plus I already have the materials, so this shouldn't take very long. I already have one canola farm going, and I'll need to set the other, but it seems to have left one of my 2 farmers at the old base. So I'm not going back. I'm going to have to make another one, but that means I need more iron, which I don't really have. I'm actually going to need a lot more iron because I want to do a total of 4 farmers. So that means I need to develop 3, so that means I need 12 iron blocks, which I absolutely don't have that much. But I did manage to get everything set up in only 3 days, which leaves me 21 days to continue to work on more tech that I can take with me to the next way station. It's pretty good. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but first I need to hit the mines and hit them hard. I spent the entire day and night in the mines and came up big. I have over 2 stacks of iron, which should set me up well, especially because I can double it now, as well as over a stack of diamonds thanks to my Fortune 3 pick. It's like starting over, but on steroids. I feel really good about the state of my second way station after only 4 days. I set up 2 additional farms today, again one for food and one for utility things like hemp and string. It feels really good to have everything rolling. My iron is just taking forever to double and smelt. I'm going to need to really look into other power sources for this part. These coal generators that I have hooked up right now are just not cutting it. I spent the entirety of day 31 on, and yeah, look, this is hard to even say, but yeah, item transport lasers again. I am bound and determined to work this out, but as of yet, it's not really happening yet. I did it! It turns out that either 1, the advanced item lasers are not currently working, or 2, I'm just too stupid to make them work. I swear I tried everything. I tried whitelist, blacklist, all kinds of different things, filters, the whole bit. But the regular old item laser does seem to work. So I'm in luck. Unfortunately, I had already converted a bunch of my regular item lasers to the advanced ones, so I'm just going to have to craft more. But you know what? That's okay. They largely take redstone, and that is really something I don't find a lot of use for in this world. One thing I'd really like to have a lot of on hand is gunpowder. I made a long dark tube and put trapdoors on top. I think this will allow only creepers to spawn, and then I worked on making a second atomic reconstructor with a lens of certain death. That sounds fun. This should work to kill any creepers that spawn if I just put it on a timer, I think. Probably. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I got my creeper killer all hooked up. I think this is going to work great. I put tripwires every other block, and I'm thinking that when creepers spawn, they should sort of trip the tripwire, which would give a redstone signal, which should fire the atomic reconstructor with the lens of certain death. I don't know. I just need to sort of now wait and see if anything actually spawns in it. I made a little bit of dark glass to see inside this thing, but so far still nothing. I searched everywhere for squid as well. No dice at all. I wonder if the zombies ate them all. Regardless, I found some black flowers that actually does make black ink. So, net win, but yeah, I don't know. They're not renewable, so I'm not really sure what the long-term solution to black ink might be. This day went south quickly. I decided I needed ender pearls, so I went off to the desert to find some. And I thought, well, at nighttime I can see really far in the desert. Maybe I'll find some endermen. But, yeah, instead, I found this. Yeah, it's kind of close there, so yeah, enough of that. I just ran home. I'm not proud, but yeah, I'm alive. But I guess I don't learn lessons very well, because as if that spider fight wasn't scary enough, yeah, then I went to the nether, and I need a drop of evil. That's really one. If I just had one drop of evil, then my gunpowder woes, and basically all my other woes would be over. But no luck. I had a couple close calls, but I really need to get a decent bow before I go back to the nether. I did make a bow and enchanted it. I only have one arrow, though, and I didn't get infinity, so, yeah. Back to the nether without it, but, yeah, I killed a bunch of wither skeletons, but no drop of evil. More nether today, and after a lot of grinding, well, I got a ton of grinding. I got it. I got the one drop of evil. Now I can make cursed earth, and that is going to make all of my mob spawning issues go away. Hallelujah.
How's the new base coming, Fred?
It's coming along nicely. I need to hurry and get things set up here. I plan to leave in only 10 more days.
How far do you hope to make it this next walk?
I think I can probably make it 50 miles before my supplies are about run out. Can you scan ahead and find a good place for me to set up?
Sure. Do you have a preference on where?
Yeah, just as far away from parasites and zombies as I can get.
Scanning. I found a spot. I'll mark your map.
Do you have any imaging of Harrisburg?
No, not yet. I can reroute a satellite to take a look. It'll take a few days to get into position.
Okay, great. Sounds good. I will contact you when I get my glasses charged again. I'm very excited. I know it's only 9 days until I leave this place, and I still have a bunch of things to do around here, but more than anything, I'm very excited to get some gunpowder before I leave. I do have a plan, and boy, I sure hope it works. It's solid. It's so solid. It actually works. I lined up 5 atomic reconstructors with kill lenses, and sure enough, it kills everything in front of it. I'll put this thing on a redstone timer after I get a second ender pearl so I can collect the items automatically. I'm so excited about this. I just need to let it run for a while and profit. Also, I worked on my house finally and actually got a second floor up with a roof and everything. I may go get some sand for glass so I can have actually windows. Yeah, that'd be cool. I got my second ender pearl set up and a range collector. Now power needs to come into play a little bit. So I set up a third canola field because I want to have these atomic reconstructors running basically all the time until moving day. I don't have that much time left, and I need to get as many resources as I can before I have to travel. I made some diamond armor, finally. I hate wasting diamonds on something like this. I mean, look, I guess it's not wasting, but it kind of feels like it. I like to keep my diamonds for either tools or machines or resources, but you know what? I got to stay alive, and, well, this is going to help to stay alive. The zombies are getting closer. You know, it's funny. When I first left here, I was seeing a lot more parasites than zombies, and now it seems to be about half and half, if not even slightly more zombies. What's going on here? Are they knocking each other off? Today I spent the entire day wiring redstone. Might not be that complicated to a lot of people, but for me, every time I touch this little red dust, it is a headache and a half. But you know what? I got it working, and my atomic reading structures are now firing in sequence. It's not too bad, actually. With only a couple days left before moving day, I still don't have Silk Touch, and the reason why I want that is because I don't want to have to go back to the Nether to grind more for Drops of Evil. So, yeah, what to do about that? A couple options. The one I'm going to try is I need to get a couple emeralds. I actually need 4, but I have 2 that I found in a chest from that deserted village. So I need to find 2 more emeralds somewhere. So if I could just find another sort of deserted village somewhere or something, or even a mountain biome. So I think I'm going to go exploring. So I dropped off all my stuff, put it all away, and I spent the day exploring, looking for an emerald somewhere. No luck. No luck at all. I spent all of the day, all of the night looking for a village or a mountain biome and nothing at all. So instead, I went down underground and I spent all of today mining for levels basically. And, you know, if I get the ores as well, that's kind of nice too. But yeah, no luck. No luck. I enchanted with all the levels I had, trying to get Silk Touch on something, and no, I got a lot of fortune shovels, which are the absolute crappy shovel you can get, unless you want a lot of flint. So yeah, so I'm going back to the mines to get more levels. Finally, after what, three days, I guess, mining and looking for emeralds and stuff, I finally got it. I got Silk Touch on a shovel. So nice. Now I can pick up my cursed earth and bring it with me. I only really need 1 block because it will spread once I put it down. It's packing day. I went through all my stuff, picked up everything I think I might need at base number 3. I left whatever I should need on my way back to, a lot of food and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, my plan is get a good night's sleep and then head off in the morning and try to get as far as I can. I'm hoping for another 50 miles. I found my new area. I did make it about 50 miles according to Caluss map. It's not really beautiful, per se, but it's flat, it has fresh water, and a good line of sight for any zombies or parasites coming my way. I spent the entire day clearing out a spot for my house. My first goal is to get everything set up and farms running within the first 3 days so I can progress more tech on this stop. I began working on my next way station here. I'm planning for some more major upgrades this stop than I've done the last 2, so I want to make sure I have enough room. I think I'll go for kind of a winged approach this time with power gen outside near the farms and then just beam the power into my machines. I also need a lot of basement room for an upcoming storage project that I'm very, very excited about. I finally got all my bags unpacked and placed into chests. It's getting a little bit more challenging as I have more and more stuff to carry with me. That's okay though, I'm showing progress and I don't think that will be a problem after I get started with some refined storage. I will say, I've had absolutely no parasite sightings recently here. I have a working theory that with the demise of man, the parasites and the zombies are sort of at war over the top tier of the food chain. And from what I'm seeing so far, I think the zombies are going to win. Alright, this is my 3rd day of official building here, and I got my farm set up. I'm going all 4 canola farms right now because I need a lot more power for what I've planned. If I get things rolling with storage, I would like to maybe take a look at tier 2 power, but that could wait until the 4th way station as well. I spent the day catching worms. This sounds fun, right? It's just a hoe, and you gotta hoe grass and get worms, and I'm gonna need a lot of them. For 4 farms, I need 9 worms per farm, so that's like 36 worms or something. So yeah, it took a while, but yeah, I got them all, so no problem, and all good now. Now we're gonna have a lot faster canola growing, and that is good for crops. I am so excited about today. It's time to start refined storage finally. No more chests, no more storage drawers, no more hunting for the right item. It's all going to be right at my fingertips. Also, for moving, I can just grab my 4K drives that I'm going to be making and throw them in my backpack and take off because everything's going to be there. This is why I need the power. This is why I need all that stuff because I want to do auto crafting. I want to do a lot of storage. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. And it only took about 2 days and I have a functional storage system. Amazing. I am so stoked about what the future is going to hold. Now, I just need to power it up and we're ready to go. Auto crafting day today. I had to go to the nether to get a whole bunch of quartz, and actually it wasn't quite as bad. Luckily I sold my fortune pick, so yeah, it went pretty fast, and I got a whole lot of quartz. Refined storage requires a lot of iron and a lot of quartz, so yeah, you can get both of them pretty easily, just, it's a little grindy. I spent a pretty relaxing day outside looking for sand. One thing refined storage needs in addition to the iron and quartz is it needs a lot of glass, so yeah, it was actually pretty nice, and it was nice to get out of the wasteland. I found this green biome and just sort of took a walk. It was actually quite nice.
I've been working on something new, Fred.
Oh, yeah? Hey, it's good to hear your voice. Also, I had kind of a weird experience on my last walk, but yeah, you first.
I've been running my 3D printers basically nonstop. I'm starting to run out of materials. I'm going to use them to print harvesting satellites.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Do you have any idea how much space junk is floating around your planet? It's a lot. Since I don't exactly have the means to start a mining operation, I can harvest the satellites. I assume no one's going to be using them for the next, few centuries.
Okay, well, that's a little dark, but okay, go on.
I would like to position satellites over Dom's likely route to give you some warning when he might arrive. Also, some supply drops once you reach Harrisburg may be helpful.
Oh, wow, supply drops. I never even thought about something like that. That would be incredibly helpful. Do you have any imaging of Harrisburg yet?
I do, and it's bleak.
How do you mean?
Many of the buildings still appear to be standing, but the only life I see appear to be zombies.
Well, that would confirm my working theory that the zombies are trying to win out. But the planet is not totally devoid of human life. During my last walk, I actually met a small little family.
That is surprising. I haven't found any signs of humans in my scans at all.
Yeah, to make it even weirder, one of them was actually named Fred.
I imagine that was confusing.
Yeah, I only stayed with them for a few days, so I just had them call me Bob. But then it got even weirder yet. My first night there, another guy found our little village. He was kind of frantic. Talked about having amnesia and insisted I come live with him in his base.
He had a base?
I don't know. I hopped in his little boat and we went to go see it, but he got lost and got all turned around, and basically, in all of his confusion, he led a giant zombie horde right to the village.
What happened to the other people?
I'm not sure. The other dude just took off running. I managed to lead the horde away, and last I saw the other people, they were okay, heading for the safety of a little hidey hole.
I'm glad you're okay, Fred.
Me too, buddy. It's good to hear your voice. I'll contact you in a few days. I'm pretty convinced that advanced item lasers just don't work. After messing with it all day, I decided to just give up and make some more regular versions, which actually worked perfectly fine first try. Maybe I have a setting wrong, but I'm fairly convinced, it just doesn't work. I did a few other things of note today. I got an empowerer up and ready to go, but honestly, there's nothing I'm actually kind of dying to empower yet, so it's just sitting there. Then I made something that's going to help a lot, this little magnet ring. Can't imagine all the resources I've left sitting on the ground because I didn't notice, but yeah, no more. So I spent the rest of the day chopping trees, sucking up the logs with my magnet ring, and enjoying the profits. A couple other things I'd like to make soon is greenhouse glass, again, just to help crops grow faster in probably the next base. It takes a lot of saplings to make. You need 4 saplings for 2 pieces of glass, and I don't have nearly that many. So I've just been harvesting spruce and then replanting spruce, hoping to get a big giant surplus. The big news of the day, though, is I found this little spawner, and it's a wither skeleton spawner of all things. It's really awesome. So I don't really think I need cursed earth at this particular stop because my silk touch didn't help to pick it up. It just broke and turned into regular dirt, so blah, and all the time wasted for that. But it would be super nice to have just a whole bunch of drops of evil and wither skeleton skulls just sitting around my inventory for when I inevitably do need them. This thing is amazing. I was walking back from the wither skeleton farm today, and I saw my sad excuse for a house. I decided, hey, let's actually work on the building for a few days. I feel like I'm in a good place technically. I have some nice upgrades for this phase, and I can use a few days to work on just the aesthetics of this little way station. You know, this place isn't like my bunker where I kind of thought I'd live there forever. This is just going to be a stop along the road. But even so, I will be spending some time here, and also I'll be showing it off to Dom, and come on, I want to make a good impression on my friend. So yeah, it's worth it. I finished the roof today, and yeah, it's good. I actually feel pretty good about this house. It's very, very simple, but it looks good, and it does the job. Yeah, this is really nice. I decided I would spend the whole day mining, but before I could even get started, well, this happened. Yeah, it wasn't that close in that the monsters almost killed me, but one knocked me back, and I missed falling in lava by about a centimeter. Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff mining after that, but that was a really close call. There's no way I would have survived if I fell into lava. I worked on auto crafting all day today. Nothing really major, but little this, little that. Just keeping an eye out to the next base. I gotta say, things seem to have really changed. I think the war between zombies and parasites is over. I haven't seen a parasite in weeks now, and the zombies are growing in number. How? I have no idea. Do they reproduce? Ew. Do they mate? Ew. I don't know. Either way, there are a lot of zombies around, and I swear they're starting to get faster. Yeah, it's really, really weird. I couldn't sleep last night, and I finally came to a decision. I'm leaving early. I feel good. I have lots of supplies. I'm very anxious to get to Harrisburg and see if Dom is there yet. There's also a bit that I'm not doing a few things because I don't want to bother when I know I'm only going to be here for another week. So let's just go. I feel healthy. I have food. I'm good. Let's just do it. I made the remainder of my 8 4K storage disks, so I'm good. I spent a lot of time chopping down trees and gathering just all the supplies that I can possibly need to build my sort of final way station. But before I did that, I want to do one more building project at this place, which is a little wall. So I just put up a little easy cobblestone wall around, and I'm going to light up the area inside. Thinking if we come back and maybe there's a horde right on us or whatever, then we can duck inside the wall, and it should be, hypothetically, fairly safe. I haven't seen any of those flying parasites in a long time, so I'm going to go with that. This should be secure, I think. It's packing day. Well, or actually just packing morning, I got to say. It's a lot easier with these 4K discs. I just grabbed everything I had and just threw it in. Done. The only thing that's going to be a little bit tricky is just making sure I have some power reserved for when I get there because all my stuff is going to be set up. It would be really unfortunate if I didn't think of that step ahead of time. I found the spot. This is by far the furthest I've walked. Cal mapped me out a route to keep me away from most of the major hordes, but is very roundabout. I was close to running out of supplies when I found a small village. There were actually people here. It was close to night and I didn't have time to talk. I threw up my storage system and made a bed quickly before nighttime. I built my first little room. There's a tower on an island just beside the village, and I decided that would be a great place for a base. This should be big enough to house my supplies, my storage, my crafting, and all the machines I'm going to need. I need to get my farms up and running soon, but for right now, after a stressful journey, I am happy to have walls and a roof over my head. Inside the tower, there is a staircase going down. I went down to check it out, and it's some sort of weird medieval-looking bunker. I might check that out later, but it's quite dark, and I'm not crazy about the dark these days. Also, honestly, after more than half a year in my bunker, I'm not too fond of bunkers either. I got my 3 farms laid out. I know I had 4 last time, but I'm planning on using greenhouse glass on this one, so I should need less. The only reasonable place to put them is actually across the bridge to the next island mountain area. It's here. It's not ideal, but I think the defensibility against the hordes is worth it. The hordes are getting big and fast. Yeah, I need to keep that in mind while I'm building. I spent the entire day setting up auto crafting. I don't need anything right away, but I'm happy to be able to add to it sort of as I go. This is really good. I would have just been packing at my old base now, and I'm alright here, safe, and about half set up. This is solid progress. I need two things very badly. I need ender pearls and gunpowder. I don't wait any longer to get this set up. Thanks to the wither skeleton spawner at the last base, I have plenty of drops of evil, so I just need to build the killing mechanism to get the drops. I carved out a small room under the base, and I have a new idea to actually kill the monsters. I got it working. This is fantastic. The only thing I can't find is my range collector. I wonder if I left it at the old base. I don't know. That's really a drag because I need 2 ender pearls to make another one. And of course, I can't seem to get any of those. But I have a new machine. It's called a mob grinder, and this should work fine eventually. I think this will get me a lot more ender pearls than my old system for sure. The other thing is, now that I am at sort of the final way station here, I really want to work on my power. First, something I already did, the worms. I gotta hoe up more worms and then place them in my fields to speed up my canola production. After placing the worms, I started working on my range collector. After a little bit of waiting, I got the 2 ender pearls that I need and can get the storage automated soon. I spent the rest of the day working on these item relays, and again, no luck today. Man, these item laser relay things, they are problematic. After messing with the item laser relays again for an entire day, I finally got it. The thing I was missing was I need a blank blacklist on the range collector, and actually the block clearly states that. I just can't seem to read instructions. Whatever, this is fine. I got it, and shortly I should be swimming in gunpowder and hopefully ender pearls. Things are looking up. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. It's been a long time, but yeah, hey, zombies. Come at me, bro.
How was the trip?
Uneventful, mostly. Freaking zombies everywhere, but I'm learning how to deal with them. In fact, I may have just made a big upgrade in how to deal with them.
Good. Base coming along?
It's starting to. Every base I have more tech to set up, but I suppose that's a good thing. It will be so helpful to have all this stuff ready for on our way back.
No sign of Dom yet. I have more satellites flying over his area, but as of yet, nothing.
I'm starting to get worried, Cal. I hope this whole trip wasn't in vain.
He seems like a resourceful person. He made it through the apocalypse after all.
Yeah, probably. At any rate, it's too late to turn back now. I'm going to stay here for a couple weeks and then make the final push.
Good luck.
Thanks, Cal. I'll call you on the way to Harrisburg. Everything so far has been leading to arriving in Harrisburg. Surviving in nature, that's one thing. Zombies might come at you from time to time, but they're generally so sparse it really isn't a thing. But man, a city full of people who've likely been turned or infected, I'm going to need major protection and experience to live. Target practice on animals living near my area is one thing, but yeah, it's time to head down these dungeons and get some real hands-on experience with my new weapon. Hopefully, this will be good training for invading the actual city. I feel much more prepared now, but fun and games aside, it's time to get that greenhouse glass going. First thing, I need a ton of saplings, 486 total. I don't have that many. So to get as many as I can, I grabbed all the spruce I could and I just planted everywhere, and now I've been just reharvesting it again, hoping a giant surplus. I feel like I did this already once, but yeah, well, gotta do it again. Next thing, I really need a ton of sand. Luckily, there's actually a desert that I passed through not too far, so I could actually just make a small trip over and just completely fill up both an inventory and a diamond backpack full of sand. Yeah, so pretty easy. It's just going to take a while to smelt all this. I figured it would be an easier thing to set up glass as a auto craft recipe, so I did that and I ordered 1,000, and that's going to take a while. So in the meantime, I started work on actually putting up the sort of roof of the farms. The idea is there's still going to be open air, but I'm going to set up a framework to put glass up on top of it. This greenhouse glass, to my knowledge, is really amazing. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to need 3 canola farms with how just incredibly effective it is. I've got to remember this for the future, kind of go hard and get this rolling soon. Assuming I have Silk Touch, I could have moved it and actually probably dealt with really maybe even only one 9x9 farm. That would have been nice. Another thing I need to make this glass is I need empowered Caluss, and to get that I need prismarine. It's actually just quartz that's been lasered in cyan dye. Not terrible to get. Time for a desert run for cactus. Oh, cool. I have some quartz, but I don't have tons. I'm going to need to address that soon in the future. But I set my power up on the roof of my base, just the nearest place I had enough space, and yeah, that's fine. I get to look at the sun and the moon whenever I'm crafting. That's fun. I spent an entire day trying to figure out why the empowered Caluss recipe won't work. I was so frustrated. After smashing my head against the wall, I realized I don't need 5 display stands. It's supposed to be 4 display stands, encircling one empowerer, which is made with a display stand and a few other things. Yeah, again, written clearly in the book. I just can't read it because I'm an idiot. Hey, fun fact, if you read the instructions, everything seems to work out fine. I need to remember that next time I go to IKEA. I mean, when IKEA starts to exist again, if it's not overrun with zombies. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It actually took 2 full days of crafting just to get enough greenhouse glass for one of my 3 crop fields. It's okay, I don't mind the grind, but we may not finish all 3 before it's time to make that final push. But really, truly, any glass is better than no glass, so that's cool. This is going to be a huge upgrade for me. In preparations for upgrading my power finally, I need to spend a full day crafting just to get enough components to upgrade my power setup. I want to go straight from tier 2, which is where I currently am, right to tier 5. I am mostly out of power at the base, and I'm kind of over that, to be honest, so it's more than time. I started setting up the upgraded seeds today. The idea is I'll take my extra seeds from my canola farms, drop them in refined canola oil, and then that will convert to crystallized canola oil. I can use a fluid machine to pull out the refined canola oil and use that in my oil generator. It's a big boost in RF production, so it's going to be a good thing. It's a complicated setup, though, and I have a feeling this is going to take me some days to work out. I feel like I'm getting closer here, but yeah, this is a real pain to work out. Just a lot of moving parts to this build. Every time I think I'm onto it, something else sort of breaks. Yeah, we'll get there in time, but yeah, another day I spent working on this whole tier 5 oil production. Okay, I finally got it. Let's talk it through once. Canola beans go into a hopper leading to a canola press. That feeds directly into a canola oil fermenter, which drops into a regular oil furnace. That's the first part, and what I've been using to provide startup power. Then, with the extra seeds I'm getting from my farmers, the seeds are dropped into canola oil, which is placed in the world by a fluid placer. With a small redstone circuit, each thing fires one time in cycle. The fluid placer places canola oil, the precision dropper drops crystallized seed into it, then a fluid collector picks up the new crystallized oil and, using a fluid laser, puts it in a new second generator. To get the crystallized seeds, I have another small redstone circuit that will drop a regular canola seed, then file the atomic reconstructor at it, transforming it from regular seed to a crystallized version. Well, I got it all worked out. Now I need to go one step further to get the highest tier. Yeah, I knew this day was coming. I'm just about out of quartz. I've been using it so frequently for the refined storage system, and then also, on top of that, I need to use it to make prismarine. So, yeah, time to go to the nether and just spend a good solid day farming quartz. I began the process of actually moving to the city today. I know it's still a week off, but first thing and most important thing that I need is I need transportation. I don't want to be in the city on foot if there's a huge horde waiting for me. So today I spent building the infrastructure for Fuelium. See, out here in nature, the hordes are sort of few and far between. It's mostly straggler zombies that I need to deal with. Not a big deal. But going to a place where several million people used to live? Yeah, that's a lot scarier. So I want to have a car. That's kind of where we're headed. I want to have a car. I want to have something that I can jump in and get out of Dodge fast if things turn south. I can't believe this. I'm out of power again. I don't know what's causing it. Well, I'm converting my regular furnace to a crystallized oil. I shouldn't need the regular anymore. For crying out loud, I'm leaving in a few days. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I have most of what I need to make my car. There are cheaper options, but if I want to get Dom and bring him home, that requires 2 seats, as well as any stuff he and I will be carrying. I took a quick look around the base, and yeah, even with my 4K drives, I'll be carrying quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to need some storage room in my car. The biggest issue I have with only a few days left is iron. I need a ton of it. And I got to head down to the mines and really come up big here. I spent most of the day just crafting my Jeep and doubling my iron. I have enough supplies. I'm ready to go. I really hope I have enough fuelium, though, made before it's time to get there and at least get out of town. I don't need to drive the whole way home, but yeah, again, I'm just looking for emergencies here. I'm going to be happy either way to not be on foot for at least a few miles. I filled 2 jerry cans with enough fuelium that I think I'm going to be able to get to the city and at least get partially back. I don't know what to expect in Harrisburg, though. Will the city be thriving? Caluss says he can't detect any humans, but that doesn't mean they're not underground or hidden in their buildings. I don't know. Everything's an unknown. I've gotten used to this nature after about 100 days out here, and I kind of am one with it, but once I get to the city, this is uncharted territory for me. I need to be completely prepared. I hope these last 300 days I've lived since the apocalypse have prepared me for what is about to go down. I spent the entire day packing up my things. With any luck, it won't be too long before I'm back here, headed back towards my bunker. I won't lie, though, I have some fears. What if I get there and Dom doesn't make it? Heck, what if he made it already and left? What if everything I've done for the last 100 days is just for nothing? In the end, though, I need to keep my wits about me and keep my spirits high. I need to pack my things and get a good night of rest. Tomorrow, I drive the last leg of the trip.
Fred. I found him. At least, I assume it's him. A single human making his way from Philadelphia, west towards you.
Cal, that's fantastic. How far out?
At his current speed, probably a couple days.
That's amazing. This took me so long, I thought maybe he'd beat us here.
He appears to be moving extremely cautiously. There are far more zombies east of you, though they seem to be moving closer.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. Hey, when you get the supply drops ready, send them to Dom.
To Dom?
Yeah, look, I came all this way to find my friend. I would like to find him alive.
Sounds good. I'll include a map to your exact location once you get your new base settled.
Okay, hey, hold on a second, Cal. I can't handle this song. I gotta change the CD track. Oh, no!
Fred? Are you there? Fred?
Well, we did it. Kind of. Our hero Fred made it across the state from Pittsburgh to Harrisburg, only to, well, I guess you'll have to wait until the next part to find out. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really tried a different take on the Wasteland post-apocalyptic thing, as well as moving the overall story onward. The soundtrack for the episode will be credited at the end. Make sure to stick around for the epilogue. Spoiler alert, you're not going to want to miss it. I really want to say special thanks to my friend Caluss for reprising his role as my AI dad, Cal. That's C-A-L, everybody in the comments. I really appreciate it so much. Please check out Caluss's channel down below. It is so good. He is such a great builder and a good friend and a good dude. Go subscribe. Special thanks to Mudflaps for making a special guest appearance running across the wasteland. He's a good dude and a great 100 Days content creator. He'll be linked below. Please go check him out. He did me a favor by coming on and doing a little voice work for me. Shout out to the live premiere folks in chat right now. I'm trying this out for the first time. If you're there, hey everybody, how's it going? This mod pack will be on CurseForge if you want to grab it, because I'll be using it again for the next video. Check out the link in the description down below. I had a great time trying to figure out actual additions primarily in this one, and I'm looking very forward to diving deep into another mod in the next video. Very, very special thanks, as always, to my Patreons and YouTube members. You guys make everything I do possible, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Patreons and members at any level get exclusive world downloads, as well as first 20 days previews, and much, much more. I appreciate you so much. I am very much enjoying weaving these stories together. I hope you're having even a fraction as much fun watching them. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Be kind to each other. Good night.
Is he still out?
Yeah, looks like.
He'll have a hell of a headache when he wakes up.
Yeah, but he should be happy he's still alive.
He won't be too happy when he sees we took all his stuff.
He didn't need all that anyway. Possibly happy to have some resupplies.